Okay, number 4. The function h gives the height above the ground of a point on a spinning wheel. The function a gives the height of a point on a different spinning wheel and is defined by that a of t function that I also rewrote. Here, t is the time in seconds since the wheels started moving. Identify the transformation or transformations needed to take the graph of h of t to a of t. H of t to A of t. So I rewrote it so I had a little more room here. And you'll notice I put 2 arrows in because there are 2 transformations. I'm multiplying by 1/3 outside the parentheses, and I'm multiplying by 4 inside the parentheses. That tells me there's going to be 2 transformations. They both involve multiplication, which means they're both going to be stretches or squashes. They're both going to be dilations. So let's go back to my reference sheet here. And let's go back to my notes on dilations. Okay. So we'll go left to right. So we'll start with the multiplying by 1/3 outside the parentheses. So if I'm multiplying by 1/3 outside the parentheses, first of all, because it's outside the parentheses, okay, this is going to be a vertical stretch or squash. Okay. I'm not going to do the opposite. So my factor is going to be 1/3. 1/3 is less than 1. 1/3 is less than 1. So this is a vertical squash by a factor of 1/3. That is the first transformation. So a vertical squash by a factor of 1/3. So that would be the first transformation. The second transformation is the multiplying by 4 inside the parentheses. So this one is going to be a horizontal stretch or squash. Notice with this one, it's inside the parentheses, but we have to do the opposite. Okay? The have to do is opposite. So so first of all, we're multiplying by 4 inside the parentheses. 4 is greater than 1. So this is going to be a horizontal squash. Okay. So we're multiplying by 4 inside the parentheses. According to my notes, since 4 is greater than 1, this is a horizontal squash. So a horizontal squash. Okay. And because it's horizontal, we have to do the opposite. So the opposite of multiplying by 4 is multiplying by 1/4. So this will be a horizontal squash by a factor of 1/4. So this right here, if this were the test question, this is what you would have to write in order to get full credit. There are 2 transformations, the first one being a vertical squash by a factor of 1/3, and the second one being a horizontal squash by a factor of 1/4. And that is it for number 4.